What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Hella Simple. Officially,
Hello.
The longest running podcast that Fen and I have ever been a part of. What is going on, everybody?
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's ridiculous, but I'm not wrong. Anyway,
Is that counting the last episode?
well, I mean, technically one doesn't exist, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I guess
we're
it makes
tied.
sense. Yeah, we're tied. Anyway, welcome to episode 3. This is currently being live streamed on Twitch and later re-uploaded to YouTube and possibly Audible, Fen? Possibly. We'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, I want to go ahead and thank our buddies down at Castcade for sponsoring today's episode. Fen, you got something to read for us, bud?
I have something to read that I totally brought up like I said I was going to do, and I'm not buying time right now. So,
okay.
Castcade is a Twitch stream community dedicated to cooperation, learning, and positivity. It's a quick way to find quality streamers. Also, for streamers, it is a good group of just like-minded peers. We have a base of operations on Discord, a dedicated Twitter, not to mention a constantly populated Twitch community page. I think there's 4 people live as I say this right now. If any of this sounds good, just reach out on Twitter to @CascadeTV. You can find any mod on the Discord server or myself, Fenaqua, or Creative Waste on Twitch.
Yeah, boy. So thank you, Cascade, for sponsoring today's episode.
Yes.
Fen, I had a little bit of an issue, okay?
What was your issue?
And I feel like this is the right platform for it. I think this is why like YouTube and Twitch work so well for me specifically, because I'm a complainer, though complaining doesn't need to happen all the time. I realize that, and I realize that what I'm complaining about is simple and stupid, but I'm a complainer.
Okay.
That's just
As
what
long
I
as you
do.
realize.
That's just what I do, right? So I have this issue where I am socially awkward in public. Like when I'm on YouTube, I feel like that's where I'm comfortable. I'm talking and I
Really?
like to talk.
I think you're not awkward on YouTube. Wow. Okay.
No, that's not exactly what the hell I mean. You know what I mean?
All right. Anyway,
but like
continuing.
I'm socially awkward when I talk to other people. Like I don't know how to carry on the conversation.
Right.
So like I'll get stuck in the conversation and I just don't know how to exit.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So me and my wife were feeling sushi the other day, and she calls up, orders the sushi, and this is like a normal spot we go to. Like we kind of know the waitresses and all that stuff, so that
Gotcha.
like we're not on like first name basis. It's like we don't walk in there like, oh, Squid, I've seen you on YouTube, no, anything like that. You know what I mean? But it's still like we know each other. Anyway, I walk in to pick up to go. And I go up to the counter, and there's a language barrier or something. So they speak English, but it's very.
It's not fluent.
I would say it is, but it's not. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not fluent. Whatever. And so I walk up, and she goes, "Oh, how you doing today?" And I'm like, oh, I said, I'm good. Oh crap! Now I gotta remember what I fucking said. No, I said, I'm doing good. Haven't been here in a while or something like that. And she, like immediately she didn't understand what I was saying, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's been a while since we came over, and she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. like, I kind of shut down, and like I was tried to talk, but it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So it just kind of it was just the most awkward thing. Now I'm stuck in this limbo where
You feel like you can't go back.
Yeah.
It was too awkward, and I can never face that situation again because I'm just gonna refeel that awkwardness of that exact moment.
Especially since she knows us.
Yes.
So like.
Yeah.
I can't go back.
You gotta find a new sushi place. That's all there is to it.
I have to, right?
Yeah.
But then other people that are like in their right mind, other people in their right mind are gonna say you can just go back and right?
Just go back. They don't care. They want your money. Whatever. But yeah, no, I'm right there with
so
you.
Awkward.
Yeah, I am not a good person to like get your head on straight there. Like if you're coming to me for advice, that was a poor decision because I had the exact same thing. When was this? I feel like last night. So yeah, it must have been last night. And I don't even remember the situation. I just remember that it felt super awkward and I'm just driving home just like, yeah, you were. Oh yeah, one of my coworkers was I think they were telling me that they were going away, and I didn't understand at the time. And then as we were leaving, she was like, "Yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks." And then as I'm driving home, I was like, "Oh, she was telling me that earlier, and I'm just a big idiot." And obviously, I have to quit.
So that's the next logical
yeah,
step.
I have to get my 2 weeks now, so that way I can just be gone, and I don't have to face that again.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that? Why do we feel like socially awkward, especially when it's not just us, it's other people. A majority of the world, I would think, have these circumstances. So don't you think that they understand? Wouldn't it be awkward for them, and they'd be like, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah. So something that I take solace in, at least, is that like I know a lot of socially awkward people. Like just people I talk to and share certain experiences with, they're like, oh yeah, that I know that all too well. So like that's something I take solace in. Like as awkward as I might be feeling in that moment, like I'm sure there are other things that people are feeling the exact same way about at me, like that maybe I didn't understand or there was just some kind of communication breakdown and they just I said something or they said something to me and it just didn't come up right, and like I try to remember that. Like, maybe they know. It's fine. They know. Otherwise, I just would never function. I never leave my house again.
I shut down, dude. I shut down.
Yeah.
I'm like, I walk away with my tail tucked between my legs.
Well, in the moment, yes. But that's how I pep myself up afterwards. Like, all right, Fen, you got this. It's fine. Like, everyone knows. Everyone feels that awkwardness sometimes. That's why sitcoms exist. Like,
I got like maybe less than a year here in Hawaii. I think I could do without that sushi spot for less than a year. I don't need to go back. I'm fine.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's Hawaii. There's got to be sushi everywhere.
You would think. That's the one thing that they told us when we came up here is everybody's like, oh man, lucky you. That's like the closest you're gonna get to Japan without actually being in Japan, or like China doesn't really do sushi and stuff like that. They kind of separate themselves from Japan, but it's like that's the closest you're gonna get. There's a bunch of Japanese people there that'll make authentic, legit sushi. This one place that we found,
too authentic?
That's what me and my wife are arguing about. Is maybe we just like the fake crap.
Yeah,
and that's what we enjoy the best is the fake stuff. Whereas this is just authentic, but it's not good. So I don't know what it is. I think the only way we could actually find out is to go to Japan, and then be like, this is what they classify as top dollar. You know what I mean?
Right.
So as of right now, we're kind of just like, this place has crap sushi. We found one good place on the whole entire island, and that's about it. That's about it. And that's the one place I can't go to again. So.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to every time you want sushi now. You're gonna have to fly over to Japan.
Yeah, right. Or I could just do the right thing, right? And I'll call in the order next, and my wife will go pick it up.
There you go. That's thinking.
There you go. We just never eat in the restaurant ever again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ridiculous. So you know what? So that wasn't actually supposed to be the intro conversation. I'm glad it is because now I got that awkwardness out of the way. But we got some new art. About it. Yeah. Let mull on that for a second, guys, and let me show you some art that we got. But no, our boy Creative Waste, the founder, that's right? Yeah. Founder, right? I didn't want to mistitle him. He's the founder of Castcade, that lovely group of coconuts we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. And he made us this epic moving background.
Yeah, he took our old art, or the old assets that you made, Squid.
Yep.
And he animated it, which is really cool.
It looks
It's just
sick.
Nice and chill. Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. And pre face cam and everything, this is beautiful. This is probably
Yeah.
more than I could have asked for the animation.
Yeah, it's true. And it was funny too, because right when he sent that to us, Danny made something as well.
Yep, so I actually have those up on the stream. We'll go ahead and play them now. This is the image avatar that Danny was making right here. It's a nice HungrySquid logo. You know, if we don't use this for Hella Simple, you know who might just steal it. Just saying, just throwing that one out there. And then we have the Twitch header, Hella Simple Podcast. It's all following the same theme. And then we have, I gotta find this last one here. I believe it's this one. Hella Simple Podcast. This is the YouTube header, I believe. And it says, "Hey, subscribe for more." It looks sick. What's that background? What's that background, you suppose? I'm seeing like an underwater algae theme, but
yeah, it's got this like underwatery, like vaguely like tropical watery theme. You know, I like it.
It's
I
sick.
do like it.
It's really cool. Yeah, I can't thank Creative Waste and Danny enough for supporting us as much as they have already. It's epic. It's sick. Fantastic. It's really cool. But I mean, there's only one thing left, Fen.
What's that?
We need a custom intro song.
A song?
Yeah. Ooh. You don't even have to sing good if you're watching this. And
good. That podcast.
It could be broken English, whatever. It can be in Swedish if you speak Swedish and you're
that'd be fun.
That would be really cool, actually. Now that I think about it, no American speakers, no English speakers.
Yeah, no English.
Whatsoever.
We're only looking for foreign language songs, please.
Yes. If you can speak African, hit us up.
I think there's a lot of African languages, so that's a wide open.
Well, no, you're
there.
right. It's a
there's
big
a
continent.
lot of African languages.
You're right. I'm talking about the pops though, the stereotypical pops.
Clicks, the click
Clicks,
language?
yeah, that's it. That's what I want.
So you want Clicks to make a song? Is what you're
no, screw that guy.
Okay.
But no, I think that'd be sick. We could play that before the podcast starts up. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But no, I'm incredibly happy with all this stuff. It's honestly it's a step forward that I didn't think we were going to take anytime soon. Yeah. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Just like the support in general. So like those two are really, really obvious examples because it's moving around. You got something to look at, and then Danny's new stuff on the art side also. It's really in your face. But like also the last stream, the YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, the last stream, everyone who was hanging out in the stream was really cool and awesome, and that was really awesome to see. But then the YouTube video got a lot of love too, and just like all the comments and all that. Like, never mind the views and whatever, which is awesome, and I'm glad you're watching. But like for all the comments and stuff, that was so cool, and they were really interesting and like detailed comments for the most part too. So
yeah,
I got a really big kick out of that.
It wasn't just like let me comment on the intro, let me comment on the last part. There were multiple people that commented on different sections throughout the podcast, meaning that they sat down for the whole entire hour and listened to that podcast. Which means,
I just want to say,
they're mentally ill or something, you know, but we're appreciative.
Yes, like that was like obvious. I thought I didn't even need to say like why you listening to us. Come on. But yeah, no, I really want to just say thanks, and I hope you enjoy. And if there's something you want to hear, feel free to comment it.
Again, we won't listen, but
we won't. But you know.
But and also we might be branching over to another platform, possibly. Yes. So the whole problem with this is you and I know Twitch and YouTube to a certain extent. We've been doing it for a while now. So that's our platform. That's what we consider our platform to be. And this platform isn't necessarily set up for podcasts. I mean, it's set up for it, you know, that you can go there and look up podcasts. But there is a community out there that sits there and goes, I want to listen to a podcast. They go to list site here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I'm thinking, what is that site? Where can we go to place a podcast that people are going to go there and be like, I want to look for a podcast and find ours?
Yeah, I want something new to listen to. Yeah. And I'm going to go to X site.
Yeah. And so I've been doing a little bit of research. I'll be honest, not a lot. But I went to iTunes because I heard that was a good site to do it, and it looks like you have to have a certain standing, and you have to pay money to upload there. It's not like YouTube where anybody can make a channel and then you upload.
Right.
I think it's like oh, who's the new up and coming singer? Oh, Eminem's here. Yeah, put his song on our site. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're gonna put little guys like this, and especially I don't think iTunes is a podcast website.
Yeah.
I think it's primarily music. So
music for Apple based products.
Yeah, and I don't know. Another thing, I don't know if you can download any music without paying money. So if we put the podcast on our website or whatever on iTunes, I think they would have to pay. People that want to listen to it would have to pay like a certain amount. I think we could set it down to like 1 cent, but still, that's more than, you know what I mean. It's a whole process.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking into Audible, which is
Audible.com.
Yeah, which is an audiobook / podcast app, I guess I would call it.
Site, app, sure. Yeah. Place.
I think
digital marketplace.
There you go. Digital marketplace platform. And so I'm looking into that. I'm seeing if we can do this. The whole intention here is the biggest time that I listen to podcasts and whatnot is on the way to work. When I used to work, I used to listen to it on the work. Like, forget radio, forget music, turn on a podcast. You know what I mean? And the biggest deal with that is for the longest time, I didn't have an unlimited plan. So I'm eating through that data.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but if I wanted to connect, or if I had Wi-Fi set up, I'm getting buffering because it's connecting to every Wi-Fi hotspot that I'm passing. And it sucked. It was a sucky experience to listen to it on YouTube. So the whole purpose of looking and branching out for this other thing is not only to branch out to another platform that has podcasts, but to create that experience where you can download the podcast and listen to it without internet.
Yeah. So it's not just for meeting new people and having new people come into the podcast. It's also for convenience if you're not able to listen to it when you're in transit on YouTube or some such.
Danny says SoundCloud.
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that one. I'm gonna write that one down.
But that's a good idea.
I'm writing that one down. Look at this guy go. But no, it's been an interesting ride. Another thing that I want to do is I want to get TweetDeck. He told me about that like 3 weeks ago.
Yes, I did.
I still have yet to get there.
We'll talk about this more after the stream, but I just want to take a minute while we're live to just ridicule you in public. Because literally it's a website that all you do is you log in with your jeez. This guy.
Yeah, I know. It's my fault. I don't know what it is. It's there's a disconnect, Fen.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't for anyone who doesn't know, first of all, I do help run the Castcade Discord. I'm labeled as the community manager for it, so like that's part of what I do is half of the tweets that you see from Castcade come from me, and the way that I do that, I don't log into it every single time with the username and password. It's all in TweetDeck, so it's been shared. The account has been shared with me. I have access to it. I can tweet as that account, so I don't need to keep swapping between my Twitter accounts, like my personal one, the one that I use for Fenaqua, or in the Cascade one. It's just all right there, super easy, and it literally is just as easy as logging into tweetdeck.twitter.com.
But then I have to send you something?
It's all in the app. It's just share with somebody. You type in my username at Fenaqua, it plays, and boom.
That's too much, man.
So that's my public ridicule out of the way.
All right. Okay, but to be fair, half the stuff that has been done for this stream, I've gotten done in a timely manner.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. Suck it, Fen. It's all on the internet, too. I've done it.
Yeah, you got a point. You've been very productive.
Yeah, I have. In fact, I was ready a day early to start streaming.
Yesterday, I got a message. Hey, buddy, I'll be in your Discord until before, and I was like, before what? It's Tuesday. We're planning on going live on Wednesday with the thing. What is he planning on doing? And he was like, well, I just realized that I'm a day early. So
I tweeted everything out too.
was it for that day?
What? Yeah, no.
Everything for that day?
Yeah, I was saying, hey, in 30 minutes we're gonna go live. Hey, if we're live, or no, I didn't say that because we never officially went live. But I was sitting there like the whole entire time I was tweeting. I was basically saying, hey, we'll be live in this X amount of time.
Plus 24 hours.
Yeah, plus 24 hours. I should have said. I deleted one tweet. I left the original one just to prove that I was a dumbass. But I deleted one, and then I wrote another one, and I was like, "Oops, sorry." Hey, guess what? Tomorrow. So that was an interesting, experience.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I had everything. I was freaking out too. So I woke up an hour before I thought the stream was about to happen, and I filled everything out. Everything that you're seeing now, I put up the moving background, and I put up Danny's images, and I was ready to go. And it took an hour. And I wanted to export a video. I got a video coming out later today. But I wanted to export it.
Plug.
Yeah, there you go. On HungrySquid, Hungry's gaming channel. Just saying. Throw that one out there. But so I woke up early to do all this. So whenever you told me, I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going back to bed. I literally turned everything off and just went right back to bed. I couldn't do it. I was so pissed.
That's fine. You know what? I get that. Yesterday, oh man. All right, so yesterday was a long ass day for me just because it was the 7th day in a row that I'd worked. Man, I woke up like in a pretty reasonable time. I feel like 8:30, and by like 9:30, 10, I was back in bed. Just couldn't do it. Was done.
Yeah. I love
respect that.
I love / hate those days. When you're able to go back to bed, it's almost the best feeling in the world. But then at the same time, you're like, yeah, well, I was up.
Well, I couldn't get out of bed and I had to go to work later that day. So it just, oh.
That's funny. No,
So speaking of your video coming out tomorrow, that wouldn't happen to be V for V, would it?
Yes, it would actually. So for everybody that doesn't know, which I don't think anybody knows because there's no official video out yet. Not that I know of.
I streamed it.
So there's no like great streamers or YouTubers, like that I held higher than myself that's done a video yet. So yeah, so I guess there was an official release. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so I got a V for V video coming out tomorrow, which is...
Yeah, we got V for V Season 5.
Season 5, dude. So what happened, for all you guys that don't know, or hasn't followed us closely, which probably is a lot of people, V for V Season 3 is when me and Fen got introduced. And
V for Vanilla.
V for Vanilla, which is a Minecraft SMP. We loved this server. We got introduced into the server a little after halfway, but the server went for like a year, so we had plenty of time to do whatever we wanted. But it was a beautiful server. I've never seen a community like this still to this day. Every community that I've been a part of or seen or heard of has never been this collected and humble. There's always like one or two people in the group where you're like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like you could deal with them, but there's always one or two people where you're like, I just don't know. I just don't know. Or they just don't play or anything like that. Every single SMP, every single community I've ever been a part of. Season 3 of V for V was the most badass season I have ever been a part of in my whole entire life, and I will remember it forever. Yeah. It was sick.
It was amazing. Every single build in the spawn area was beautiful. It was all connected in such a great way. Like
there wasn't one that we were like, we don't think we should put that.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one guy who was kind of a pain in the ass. HungrySquid.
Oh yeah. I know. I remember that guy.
But other than that, yeah, everyone was great. Season 4 was kind of like there wasn't a lot of interest. People were starting to get burned out on Minecraft.
I think that's where it went downhill. Yeah. So
now we launched this season, and there's been like a year between seasons. The map hasn't been up for like a year. And we got 1.13 out, which has all these new aquatic updates and quality of life stuff, new blocks, and everyone is just so hyped for it. There's already cool builds on the server.
Oh, yeah. So this is the update that got me back into it. I quit Minecraft for a solid like 5 months, I guess.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna play again until they come out with an update that fixes the game. Not fixes, but like the game got stale at that point. It was 7 years old. You know what I mean? Like, and after they switched over to Microsoft, the updates started coming out less frequently.
Right.
And so like I started to get bored. And then so I basically told myself, okay, I'm not gonna start playing this game again until they renovate it, make it better. They change the game completely, or until Minecraft 2 comes out. You know what I mean? And so this update comes up on our feed, and instantly I'm like, oh crap! Okay, I need to watch this, or I need to play this again. I need to get back into this. So that's when I started doing it in preparation for this update.
Mm-hmm.
This update has changed the way I think about Minecraft entirely. Like now there's this whole biome that was useless before, split up into 7 different biomes, and everything is different now. Like I don't remember anybody prior being like, "Hey, let's go build in the ocean." This season, everybody is building in the ocean. There's
been a few people now and then, but it's hard because you have to work around the water mechanics, and now you can work with it.
Yeah, it's sick. It's really sick. It's really cool. It's definitely a plus to the game, and it's something that makes the game entirely different.
Yeah, and really for me, it's that all that change is cool. Like I like seeing it for sure, but like it's the level of energy from all the other guys in the group that really has me stoked for it. Like,
oh yeah. Well, they were all
like my
group of awesome streamers / YouTubers before.
Yeah.
Like probably the best people I have ever known in an SMP. Yeah, no, it's crazy to have all those guys back and showing the same amount of dedication / amusement, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm pretty happy about it. And it's been interesting to learn stuff because I haven't been keeping up with it.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where Squid is teaching me things about Minecraft, and I don't know how I feel about that part.
So that's what I actually like about this is that I remember when I is that I feel smart. I'm the grand elder here. But
you are.
I'll dye my beard white now, and I'll wear a wizard hat from here on out. Here we go. But no, it's like this update has got me feeling just like I did when I first started the game. It's like I didn't know crafting recipes. I didn't know anything about the game. I just started playing it, and then instantly I was like, this game is stupid, and I stopped playing. But it wasn't.
This is your response to like 90% of the games you play.
It wasn't until like not even a couple weeks later when I'm like, okay, let's actually delve into this game, start Wikipediaing it and everything, and start learning what's going on. This update's bringing that feeling back. There's so many new crafting recipes. There's so many things that you can do now that I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, what can I do with this item? I haven't even gotten to coral yet. I've been thinking about all of the above, but like coral, I'm like, I can't wait until like I start to delve into that a little bit more. Start building coral base stuff, you know, like it'll be sick. It'll be sick. Yeah. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's really interesting, and just like I said, just all the multiplayer aspect of it too, and seeing everything, and it just gets my creative juices flowing.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I'm doing the same thing for Overwatch. The whole quitting until it gets to the point where I want it, or like until it gets to be a new game. They're coming out with a new hero.
He's already out.
Is he Hammond? The hamster. He's a hamster and he rolls it around in a big mechanical ball.
Death mech, yeah.
Yeah. I think I might have to start it back up, man. Just for him alone.
I've messed around with him a little bit. He's interesting.
Yeah?
Definitely different. He's got some fun mechanics.
The concept is just so funny. It's just because I feel like every hero in the game is slightly realistic. I mean, with the exception of the monkey. What's his name? Winston.
Winston. Yeah.
With the exception of Winston, but I can still understand that seeing his story. You know what I mean? Monkeys are kind of known for like, if anybody branched that gap between like animal and human, I feel like it'd be either monkeys or dolphins. But dolphins have fins, and I don't like them. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that they'll get.
Yeah, they're mortal enemies of squid, obviously.
Yeah. I just don't think that they're gonna bridge the gap as much as monkeys will. So like in my mind,
you mean gorillas?
Gorillas, monkeys.
Monkeys and gorillas are two completely different things. Okay.
Okay, fine. Gorillas. All right, gorillas. So that being said, I can understand Winston. But now you're throwing a freaking hamster into the game. It's like it's like, okay, let's make realistic characters. And somebody goes, what about a gerbil? Like, yes, Billy, we'll add a gerbil. I don't know. I feel like it's just such an oddball character to throw in there.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm gonna get back into it.
I love when games update, and I love when they update really, like, not just like, oh, well, here's a new thing or a new like a change in direction. So like Hammond is kind of that, where he's just like, he's got completely different mechanics, and he's just really interesting and new. Minecraft has that with all the ocean changes, all the crafting changes, all the block placement mechanic changes, and then what's it called?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky has that too, where it was a game where they were like, this will forever and always be single player. Like, let's not make any bones about it. It is what it is. Here you go. And people were like, it's not multiplayer. Ah. And
so tell me about this, because we talked a little bit before the stream, and I didn't know what was going on. This is actually the first time I've heard about it. And the only question that came to mind was, everybody and their mom was saying this game was crap. Like, not just because of the multiplayer function, but just because the game was boring. It got boring. There wasn't a lot to do. Did they fix that in addition to adding multiplayer?
They've added some other stuff, so I can't really speak to that because I haven't watched anything. I don't really know, but I know that they added the ability to make structures, to make houses on planets.
Oh, that's badass.
They've now added multiplayer, so it's not just you in this infinite universe. It's you actually have people to explore it with, which can be cool.
That's cool.
So if it's a good game or not now, I don't know. If it's fun or not, I don't know, especially for long term. But I was looking at the Steam page before this, and it was really funny because you know how it has that review feature, and it'll show you the overall review and the recent review?
Yeah.
So the overall review was mostly negative, like all negative. Like, it was really red, like in your face, like, don't get this game. And then the recent review is mostly positive, like super like light and blue, and hey, you probably want this game. So it was an interesting thing. So I'm not sure how much of that is just like, maybe it's people coming back from that original and seeing all the new stuff. I really, like I said, I haven't really watched. I watched for like 2 minutes or something. Somebody from Castcade, actually, the Owlcast, was streaming it, so I was watching it right before this to be like, what can I learn? But
no,
yeah, I don't know.
That sounds really cool, actually. Like I knew, so like I said, I never really delved into it. Last podcast, we went ahead and said how much we actually knew about No Man's Sky, and it wasn't a whole lot, to be honest. But from what I know of No Man's Sky, just building structures would be a badass thing. So like, I'm always looking to compare stuff to Minecraft, and I'm talking about the good old days of Minecraft when everybody had an SMP and it was just a fun experience to do. Which it's not now, but it's a little bit more difficult to find those communities.
It's older.
Yeah,
it's hard to find that engagement.
So now I'm starting to wonder what game is going to take its place. Not maybe not necessarily in sales or in number of players playing it, but in spirit. I'm thinking, now that a game like that has capability of building like a base or whatever, maybe that's the next game that does it. Like I said that with Worlds Adrift. If we can build like a base, like I know it would be a little bit weirder with Worlds Adrift. I don't know. Maybe you could have like custom servers eventually, but in a massive multiplayer online server, probably not a good idea. But
it would be.
What's up?
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wonder what game is going to offer that option.
Well, yeah, like so in World of Drift, it would end up being more like Rust style, like Conan Exiles, Ark.
Where they have kind of specific servers, yeah.
Well, even in the bigger server, it would be kind of the same deal. As the map gets bigger or whatever, or more people play and servers get smaller. I don't really know exactly how it would work, but that's the kind of feel it would come up with. It wouldn't be as much of a like Minecraft style of like have your little SMP and like.
I would argue that Ark could have done the same thing. And in fact,
I guess
people tried, but I just don't think it was the game for a majority of people.
True, and I think that it could be too, because it does have PvE servers where PvP is disabled. Because in most of the time, that's like the main focus of the game is fighting other players.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
one aspect to those kind of games that I didn't like. Like the only I liked Ark, but the only reason I didn't play it is because when I log out and I log back in, I'm dead. 100%
Mm,
of the time, somebody broke my house and killed me. It's like
right.
I'm not going to dedicate 20 hours to this game to build stone walls and stuff so that no one could come get me. You know, like I can only put in so many time in a day.
Right.
So like 100% of the time I always came back, my dinosaurs were dead and I was dead and I had to start the game all over again. Every
Right.
single time. And I thought that was stupid. And then people started making servers, which was fun, but it just didn't get like the whole point of the game is to play with other people,
Yeah.
and it didn't get a lot of traction. Not a lot of people played. It wasn't their main game, so you barely saw anybody on the server. It was basically like playing solo player.
Hmm.
So, which is something I'm kind of falling into with Worlds of Drift. It's like I don't really care to play solo player on Worlds of Drift right now.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I definitely think it's more fun with multiple people.
Yeah.
I had a situation the other day where I had my ship and I've had really interesting interactions with people too, just as an aside. Like I came up on this island and there were these two like completely iron ships with like jet engines, and I
Oh
was just
God.
like all caps yelling out, "Hey, sorry, didn't mean to come here. Bye, I don't have anything. You don't want to kill me." I started taking off and they're like, "Hey, we're not pirates. It's fine. You can come back." And I was like, "Okay," like sneaking back in and like, "What's up?" And they ended up giving me stuff, so it was really cool.
That is
And then
cool.
other times
I just
I
like
like float.
I just like your reaction. Like they you just show up like you went to the pizza place or something, and then you saw that it was the wrong pizza place. You're like, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta leave. My bad. It's like
It just like loaded in all of a sudden. Like I was like at the island, I could see trees, and suddenly it's just like, pop! There's two ships, and I was like, fuck.
just your instant go-to is to apologize. It's just beyond like, so funny.
They had way more guns than me. All
You
right.
didn't do anything wrong though. You just showed up, and you're like, "I'm sorry."
Well, it worked because they gave me shit, so I'm gonna do it again. Damn it.
But
But yeah, then other times I float around an island. I float around this other island, and I'm like looking. They're building a ship. I'm just like, okay, hi, hello. I'm just here for knowledge. And then they take off and try and kill me with 4 people, and I managed to fight them off because
Yeah,
pretty great.
Yeah, okay. You were telling me about this parkour world or something you found too?
Oh yeah, I found this one island that there's this. It's like nothing on top. It's like just grass and trees. But on one side of the island, there's this door to this like ruined temple thing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like this little maze, and then there is like all these like parkour challenges with like instant death spikes all over the place that you gotta like maneuver around.
Are you kidding?
It was really cool.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
If you
It's
jump
like
on
a
at some
whole...
point, we'll have to try and find it again.
Definitely. I wonder how long it's going to take for that game to come out with like a death run or a prop hunt. Oh man, I don't know. No, it's a fun game. I'm really looking forward to No Man's Sky if it gets better. It's one of the games that I'm just gonna wait until all the reviews come out.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till somebody's like, "Hey, this is the game we were asking for," which kind of is kind of ridiculous because if this is the game everybody was asking for, like if you're in development of the game, right? You already released the intro or whatever at E3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe not you, but you already tell millions of people about your game. Everybody's expecting this game. You have to read feedback before the game's even produced, right? Mm-hmm. One of the biggest feedbacks in that game was multiplayer. So why did it take them a year to do this?
Framework. Developing the framework. I mean, going into the development cycle, you have to plan ahead for these things,
yeah.
Right? So if they made the decision, like far back into the development of the game, that it was going to be single player, and going back and reading some of the stuff that they put out, they were very clear, or they tried to be, that it was single player. But one of the biggest complaints was that they couldn't play with friends. Like there's this huge world and I have to just kind of chill here by myself. That's really lonely, whatever. I think I'm done with this game. So, you're coming out of development, you go live, you get all your reviews in, and the review you get is boring.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But then you come back and you say, okay, well, what can we do to update it to make it? What updates can we put in to address that? Yeah, multiplayer is a big one, and the housing was a big one, and they updated a couple other times with other stuff, I'm sure. But that stuff all takes time. All that coding, getting that right, that takes time. And I think a year to have it. I think it was 2 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I wasn't big on the game when it first came out just because the reviews were so bad.
Yeah, so I don't know. But a year is pretty fast. 2 years is like, okay, they've clearly decided, a few updates in that this is something they're going to prioritize. But
yeah, I guess I like it when games listen. It makes
same.
for a lot more enjoyable experience. Like with Minecraft, for example, they were getting all pissed about the bark blocks. They added this unwanted texture to the top of bark blocks, and we're like, we just want bark blocks to make trees look like trees. So stop trying to mess with the damn the damn texture of one specific side. And I guess Minecraft or Microsoft was just like, oh, okay, and they reverted. So I don't know. I like games that do that because they're made. I hate the games that are like, this is going to be the game that I produce. There you go. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's something. It's something else when they think, okay, I need to sell to the people that are going to buy the game. So let's listen to these people, and these people coming in with their own personal ideas, and some of them, I'll be probably pretty shit. But like for Minecraft, it's like, you should add a big worm monster. It's like, okay, maybe not. Maybe we don't listen to Billy down at down in the elementary school there. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're trying to sell to a customer. They should listen to those customers.
Yeah,
to make that.
That's
game.
Just good business.
It definitely is. I need to find another game to play, Fen. Minecraft and World Adrift here and there, but Fortnite, they're just starting to get stale for me. I
can't believe you still play Fortnite.
It's interesting. It's hella fun. They keep on coming out with new updates and everything. It's like a PUBG. You remember how long we played PUBG?
Yeah.
But imagine every other week they come out with a brand new update.
That'd be pretty decent.
Fortnite is the early day Minecraft in the sense that Minecraft came out with new updates all the freaking time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love being able to log on to this game and then something new is out. Like in the last like 2, maybe 3 weeks, they came out with 2 new guns. You know what I mean? Like how sick is that to be able to institute that into a live version of a game, like instantaneously?
Yeah.
And
cool.
Another thing about it is like they don't amp it. They don't amp it up. They're not like, hey guys, we're coming out with a new gun in a couple days. It just comes out. Right. You're like, whoa, where did this come from? So it's a fun experience, more on the fact that it's an ever changing game,
right,
and less on the fact that it's just a shooter. But it's fun. I don't know. I've been streaming Fortnite a lot lately, and I started up a new kind of stream, Fen.
Really? Oh yeah. I was there for that.
I don't know if it'll work out.
You know what? It seemed like it was working for you because you had some people in there.
There's 2 sides of this. It's like, one, I had a lot of fucking fun. I had so much fun. Every time somebody came in, I was like, fuck you, get out of here. I would describe it as an anti-stream. Every streamer's like, oh, thanks for the sub, hey, how you guys doing? Hanging out? Which is something I do a lot. But I had so much fun cussing people out and saying, like, screw you. It was hella fun. And I think a lot of people enjoyed it because that was probably one of my most active streams within the last month or 2. So
yeah, I stopped by. I only stopped by for a few minutes. I think I had to go to work, or I was at work or something. But yeah, you were just like, get out, and I was like, okay, bye.
It was disappointing. That's one aspect of the stream that I'm going to be a little bit confused about how to fix, because there are going to be undoubtedly those kind of people that just jump in and you're like, hey, screw you, get out of here. They'll be like, I don't want to be here anyway, and they just leave. And I'm like, no, wait, I actually wanted you here. But I don't know. I just overall I think I had really a lot of fun with that. I didn't have any expectations for the stream. I just kind of went in and was like, screw it, whatever happens, happens.
Well, that's very in your personality too, and in like on brand, you know. So
Yeah.
I really like that just from like a marketing perspective for you. Like it just feels right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm gonna keep on doing it and see how far I can push it.
Yeah.
I wonder how much I could cuss at one specific person and they'll stick around. Let's do a leaderboard, right? Who can take the most shit? Right? I'll pick on one specific person every single stream. I'll pick one person to pick on, and I'll just run into him and just go crazy with him, right? And then if he takes it, I'll be like, hey, guess what? You just won, I don't know, something award. Good job. Put him in the leaderboards. Oh, man. That'd be interesting. Very interesting. You got any like, big plans, Mr. Affiliate over there?
Are you not affiliated yet?
No, dude. It's the the viewers per stream. I'm stuck at 2.6.
Yeah, but you've got how many hours streamed? Like over 30, right?
Way more than like triple or quadruple the amount that
just once the math starts working with you again, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
What plans do I have? Not a whole lot right now. I'm kind of in recovery from when my wife was away for 3 weeks and I was streaming like 5 times a week. And let me tell you, that was hard.
Yeah.
I work full time and just even finding the time to get good times for that in those moments, it was very challenging and just on me in like a energy level kind of way. I was like, wow, like if I was streaming like 4 days in a row, by that 5th day, I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, it's a job in the sense.
It is. It's not
getting
easy.
Paid. It's a job.
I actually did get paid.
Is it too much to ask how much you're pulling?
Well, I mean, I've been streaming as an affiliate for since March? April, May, June, July, and so like 4 months, $100.
That's not bad. Not bad for like something that was a hobby turned.
It's something for a hobby, and you know what? I figure it's all extra anyway. So a little bit is going towards like food, and then the rest of it is going back into the stream. Like I'm giving away subs, I'm giving away a game.
That's
as soon as I can figure out giveaways. Like
That's really cool. That's awesome. No, I never thought about making money off of this, but if it did, it'd be like an extra benefit. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, I make money off of this. I'm making videos more often. That's more of an excuse to be like, and then not only that, but like I could actually sit down and be like, hey, wife, no, I'm going to make this. Okay?
I'm working.
I'm working. I'm making money for us right now, and it's more of like an inclination to do it.
Right.
It's funny because now
an economic incentive, absolutely.
Yeah. Because now I just have to be like, hey, baby, I'm gonna go record, and she'd be like, no, let's do this, and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't want to.
yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, it's an interesting life we live, yeah. Oh man, I'm tired. This is the highlight of my week. These live streams, honestly, as ooey gooey as this is, I look forward to these live streams.
Same.
And I think that was the one thing that we didn't have in the last couple live streams or podcasts, is we just didn't
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we just didn't have that motivation or that want to do it. I mean, we wanted to do it just because it's fun. It's a podcast, but we never had the inclination to push the envelope, I guess.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I think if I had to put it into words, it would be that doing it live is a lot different. Like there's definitely that incentive. Like you have to say that you're going live at this time, and then you have to actually do it. You know what I mean? Like,
or be there's 10, 15 minutes late and then do it then.
Yeah, or that. Yeah. That's perfectly acceptable also,
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with taking some time to get a burrito before a stream. And
I hate you. I hate
taking
you
the
so
time.
much. I totally forgot about the burrito. Now I'm rethinking about it, and my stomach's starting to growl. Damn it, dude.
That's why I did it, because I knew that if I didn't, I was having some issues before the stream, so I figured if I didn't eat, I would just be dying by the end of it.
I hate you so much. So I was telling you a little bit before. I'm starting up a diet thing.
Yes.
I'm not too happy about it because so this was
What
my
kind of
goal. Just no bread, no sugar, no fast food.
That'll be good.
Nothing like specific, no fried.
Right.
There's no like specific foods like, oh, I can't have this and I can't have that. But it's just less of what I'm eating. And
Right.
I kind of went into like a soda kick. So I'm going to try to step away from that a little bit as well.
There's a lot of sugar in that.
Yeah, we don't usually drink soda, but when we do, we get addicted and we
Right.
we
Right.
just
I
drink
get
it
that.
forever.
Yeah, once you get that 12-pack, then it's like, well, it's here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna not
4th
drink
of
it.
July screwed me over because we ended up getting like 3 24-packs of just various different sodas, and literally there were like 2 24-packs left at the end of the night, and me and my wife just had to drink it, but my wife doesn't like soda, so it was just me. It was a pain in the butt. I had to drink all the soda. It got me like kicked back onto it, and then like I started getting migraines and stuff from sugar withdrawal, and
Right.
oh my gosh, it was a pain in the ass. So I'm sure that this isn't going to be fun. But I had a goal.
Off it. Wean yourself off
Yeah,
it
that's
slowly.
like just 1 soda a day and then kind of just wean, yeah, I guess. But like, so I wanted, this is what I wanted to do. And I still may end up doing it, but it's just going to be poor quality. But I wanted to do the whole video with my daughter. I wanted to do the whole cooking thing, and then like between, because a lot of cooking is just like crock pot and stuff like that. If I did one of those episodes or whatever, I'd put the meal into the crock pot, and then I wouldn't have to touch it for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So what do you do in the middle? That's the big part. I wanted to try starting to work out then. And
Gotcha.
then like put the baby in the stroller and be like, look, we can work out while we're cooking, while we're hanging out with the baby. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
what I wanted to do, but I don't have the camera right now. So if I do it, if I start anywhere now, it'll probably be like on my my phone, which is kind of crap. It's a crap quality, but
Yeah.
hey, who knows?
Well,
Yeah, you cool. What's up, bud?
trying to remember. My brain is not working. All the caffeine is leaving my system.
It's all that burrito.
Yeah, all the burritos soaking it up. Creative Waste was doing this challenge, this like where he would walk a mile to work. Like he'd drive in and then walk from his parking lot to the building,
Yeah, that's
and then
cool.
up all the stairs. And then he would stream himself while he was walking as like just something to do. And that was really interesting to watch. And that was just on his phone, just kind of talking, you know.
Yeah, that's something that would be fun to do. I don't know if I would stream it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I like the whole aspect of that, and like I'm socially awkward, so I don't think I could have a phone in public and be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
Yeah,
Like,
that would be what would hold me back from it too. I think about that whenever I see those. I'm like, I would not be good at that.
Once I start seeing dollar signs, though, I think it'd be more of an incentive to do it.
That'll help you get over that awkwardness.
Yeah, and then if somebody looks at me weird, be like, "I'm making money." get away. That's more of like a block, I guess. It'd be like if anybody looks at me weird, I'd just be like, "Screw you." But I mean, I feel like it's definitely editing is something that would be beneficial in that, especially if I'm running, for example, if I'm doing some cardio. A lot of it's going to be so I feel like if I cut that bit out and go to the part where I'm rested and I can actually talk, I feel like that might be the better video. Oh god, I don't know. That's why like cooking would probably be best for me, because there's not a lot of activity.
Right.
You know? I'm not a big guy fan, but I'm a big guy.
I got you.
I need to lose some weight. I've seen bigger people, and I'm not like ashamed of it, but I'm not where I want to be.
Right. Yeah, and that's all that really matters, is getting to where you want to be, right? So
I would love to be like 170. No, maybe that's too much. I don't know. A solid 200 I think is good for me, for my body type. I'm 6 foot, and I'm currently 250.
Mm-hmm.
So 50 pounds is a lot, though. But yeah, I don't know, man. I need I need to do something with my life. Yeah.
You got this, man. You got plans. And you just gotta follow through. You know.
That's the hardest part.
Gotta follow your dreams. Gotta chase them down.
How do you motivate yourself to follow through? With like working out specifically, like I never want to work out. In fact, I'm going to work out tonight, but I don't want to. There's never that like, oh yeah, let's go work out that I hear people say. Like I hate it every single time I do it.
Right.
So
well, I don't know. I for me it's just about starting. Like once I start working out, I'm good. Like I can keep going and stay in the rhythm, but it's getting that rhythm because I know that those first 2 times my body is going. I am not a big person at all. Okay, I'm just really out of shape. Like, I think I weigh like 160 right now, like, and I cannot physically move. Okay, it's rough. If I run the next day, my legs are like, hey, did you run for 5 minutes yesterday? Because
I can feel it.
Now we're gonna just cramp on you all day.
Yeah. Oh, great. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just those first 2 days, and once I get done with that, and that's something I want to do. Me and my wife both are interested in working out.
Yeah, that's nice if you have like a partner or somebody to keep you motivated as well.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, you know, she's staring at me now. It's a little awkward.
She's like, I ain't running with you. What are you talking about? 5 minutes and you cramp up.
Yeah, no, but yeah, definitely having somebody to keep you going is really good. And that's something my brother and his girlfriend do too. Yeah. And I don't know if they go a lot right now, but like a year or 2 ago, they were doing it like almost every single day.
See, I always like that's what everybody says. Everybody and their mom, they basically give me the same advice. It's like once you start up, you get into a routine, you just keep up on that routine, and eventually it becomes normal. And I'm one of those people like every single time I work out, it doesn't matter if it's the first time, it doesn't matter if it's the 100th time. Every single time I work out, I'd be like the only thing that's going through my head is, well, I could not be doing this, you know. I could be sitting down. Like it doesn't matter how many times I work out, I'm always thinking of a better alternative, and it just I don't know, it sucks. I can't keep myself in that routine. It's just not the way my mind works. That or like the whole time I'm running, I'm sitting there going, ow, ow, ow. I don't know.
Yeah. I you know, it's just a matter of starting. Once you start, you'll be good. I believe in you. I have faith in you.
Yeah,
Might be misplaced, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
it's there for now.
Speaking of starting, we should probably finish. We're running on almost an hour here. So first and foremost, we didn't get to our mid ad read, but you know, Castcade's not paying us or anything, so I don't really care.
That's true.
You know, maybe we don't even give them another ad read. You know those awesome guys down at Castcade, the live streamers. You know what I mean?
Those live streamers.
Yeah,
that group of positive and engaging people.
The most humble community I've ever been a part of, who live stream to a massive audience and just want to get better every day. Yeah, those guys.
Those guys, you know? Yeah.
Those guys who appeal to Twitch streamers and try to instill their wisdom, but still appeal to the other guys, like the viewers. Yeah, those guys. Jerks.
I mean, those guys over at twitch.tv/communities/Castcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw those guys.
Yeah. Let's not even talk about them. Amazing group of people that are sponsoring episode 3 of Hella Simple. Screw you.
Yes. Screw them.
Is this another fuck you stream?
I think your brands are bleeding over there.
Yeah, I'm starting to cross. Oops, my bad. I'll keep that over there. But anyway, let's go ahead and end it off here. I think we're gonna go ahead and send a host, not a host, but a raid. A raid on over to Castcade, so you guys can see what we're talking about. If you guys are watching this after the fact on YouTube or even on Audible, maybe. Maybe. Thank you guys for watching, and we appreciate it. See you guys next episode.
See ya.
Peace.
There you go. Good job.
Door frame and like hella simple with the raid. Hello, welcome to
No, that's
the
all good.
stream, Raiders. Good to see you all here. We've barely gotten started.
Yeah,
I logged in and one of the mods was updating and scared the crap out of me, but
like almost half at the end of what you were saying, it kept cutting out because Discord kept freezing on me.
Be a good day. Hello, Fenaqua.
Yeah.
Come on in,
So a lot of it was like, yep,
ma'am.
absolutely, whatever you say.
Whew.
Yeah, I had
forget what I was gonna-
like a
oh,
mini
yeah, I was
anxiety
gonna
attack
say,
earlier, so I'm a little drained too. So
happy
apologize.
here.
Yeah, it was good times.
Happy